Welcome. In this video we play Deep Regrets, an unfortunate fishing game going on to weeks 3 and 4. So after a couple of days I decided to come on back to catch some more fish here. So from our previous ocean survey we did end up getting a blue and green tackle dye. Got ourselves a lucky pole, bucket of chum, some mermaid eyes, and the Book of the Deep. Of course everyone starts with a can of worms. And we're jumping right on into the day on Monday. So clocking in, we skipped that for the first day. Coffee up, taking all our dice and rolling them. All right, we've got 3 1s, a 3 and a 2. Then kitting out, put our rods and reels in. For a rod we've got the lucky pole. If it ain't broke, go fishing. Your first fish each day costs 2 less. Hopefully I can remember to use that each day. So with that done, we go into our survey phase, which is catching and cataloging. Basically, for me, I do the catching and catalog at the end of the day. Just easier to write everything down all at once. Since we got numbers on everything, we're just going to stay in row 1, or the depth of 1. Not sure if it's good to specialize or diverse in our fishing, but we'll just go right at it. So first one up, we've got a gull ray, which looks familiar, middling and foul. So we have caught this before. If we do pick this up, it's going to get us a regret. Its eyes look at every direction, yet it knows not, nor does it care what it eats. So I think we're just going to keep it there. We're going to spend 1 and pick one of these up. Although, yeah, that was our first fish of the day. Reduce the fish difficulty by 1. All right, next we'll try here. Finding a tumorous fish, middling and foul. If we catch it, we will get a regret. Yeah, you are what you eat, and we are not eating this. But we are going to spin 2 to catch that. Toss it up on the boat. And from catching it, we've got a heavy regret. We lost an eye to a gull. It's not the first time that's happened. Okay, we'll keep on. A black scabbard fish, middling and fair. Cost of 3. Parasites in their gut tell a story of where they've traveled. Haven't seen that one before, so we'll spin for that one. No special abilities. And then we've got 2, potential of 3. So we could handle a mid, but it looks like we've got 2 smalls up there showing. Cutthroat trout, small and fair. We've caught it before, but did not take it back in, so definitely want to grab this one. It's a freshwater fish, it shouldn't be here. So spending 1. And then we'll go for this one. Ooh, small and fair. Let's see, the Fugo, we've caught that and taken it back. It is going to cost just 2 this turn, but we're just going to keep it there. And find an eel, reducing a fish difficulty by 2. And that is going to be day 1. So we caught them. Actually, I'll catalog at the end of the week, not the day. Once you've run out of dice, day ends, proceed to the next day. So we'll move the day tracker up. Any revealed fish are going to float away somewhere else. And we will go grab some coffee. All right. We've got 2 3s, 2 1s, and a 2. And we are going to start right there. The black sea bass, middling and fair. Only cost 1, but our first fish costs 2 less, so it's going to be free to grab, and we shall do so. Then we've got a big shadow. Ooh, parasite larva. It's not good. We catch it automatically. Display face up in front of you. Anytime you would draw regret cards, draw 1 more. So we need to remember that. So that was free to catch. So moving on, got a sheep shed, middling and fair. It's going to cost us 1, so we'll spin that over. And go on to a lionfish. Yep, we've caught that before. But when we see it, we re-roll 1 of our dice. See if we can get this one to be a little bit better. So it's a little bit better. And I forget if I got that from the first or middle. Oh well, we'll just put in the middle. We will, yeah, we'll go ahead and get it. And keep on going. We'll go to the first spot, foul fish, small and fair. They both look and smell like the coral they eat, disguising them from predators. It's just going to cost us 1. I'm wasting some stuff here, but we haven't found that one yet. And now we've got a big fish showing up. Sunfish, large and fair. All players at sea, we can get rid of a regret. And it turns out we didn't lose our eye again. And we're going to spend a shrimp to make that cost 1 less. So we can spend a 3 and have some money left over. So we can keep going. Goliath grouper, large and fair. It's just going to cost us 2. So that will end Tuesday for us. So moving right along. On to Wednesday. Grab our coffee. 1, 2, 1, and a couple 3s. What are we doing on money-wise? We've got 10, maybe 20. Maybe we'll just see what all we can find. In row 1 today, we've got a sockeye salmon, middling and fair. No special abilities. They spawn but once after a long struggle upriver from the sea. So our lucky pole will make that free. And then we'll keep on going. Flounder. I think I've told you all that's my favorite meal from the sea. Born with their eyes on both sides, but over time they drift until they are together. So we will spend 2 for that one. And continue on finding a day octopus, which I think we found before. Yep. But it does get us more money. So I'm all right with spending 2 for that. And we'll go here. Middling and foul. All players get one, but because of the larva, we're going to get 2 regrets. Never used, surely. Trivial. Lost my favorite sock. That has happened so many times. And lost my father's fishing rod. Didn't really lose it, as opposed to threw it out in the lake accidentally. And I guess we are going to greatly overpay for that. And look at one more. Found a corpse. That's what I'm always afraid of. All players are going to get a regret. Made love to a manatee. Or was it a corpse? Either way, I'm not telling. Cannot remember if I pulled this from the ocean or if I brought it here to be rid of it. Yep, all right. We're still going to take it back for the ocean survey. So that will finish our day. So moving on to Thursday. Drinking some coffee. 0, 1, 1, and 2. So we are going to spin the 0 to move down a spot, but I am going to start with this big shadow up here. Striped marlin, large and fair, so it's with our lucky pole. Also, when we find it, we get to lose a regret. Turns out I didn't make love to a manatee. And for the cost of 2, we get to keep that. And I think we're going here. Bluefin tuna, large and fair. We catch it, all players lose a regret. We'll definitely spin 3 for that. Found my father's fishing rod. And then we will finish up looking at this. Triggerfish, small and fair, cost of 1. Some of them are known to be sigwai toxic, but I'm certain this one is fine. So we'll spin 1 for that. And that's going to end Thursday. Weekend is almost here. Get some coffee. Oops, re-roll that one. 3 1s, a 0, and a 2. Okay, we'll continue up in the small depths. Found a barracuda. It's going to be 2 last with our lucky pole, so we'll go ahead and spin 1 for that. Then we will check out this spot. The mollusk, middling and foul. Reveal all fish in this column. So I'm just assuming officially that's sitting there. And this one is, if you don't catch skid or fin, give it to the player on your left. Well, we weren't exactly fishing for it, but we don't deal with other players. It costs 3 to get that. I'm fine with that. And since I don't have that one, it's already revealed. Well, maybe not. Let's see what's behind here first. Got an eye fish, small and foul. If we catch it, we get a regret, but we get to peek at one fish. And he's not on our list yet, so we kind of want him. So we will spin that to get him. Then we'll take a look at that one. Sarcastic fringe head, small and fair. It's going to cost us 2. When they fight, they press their wide mouths together as lovers in an embrace. We'll use the eel to reduce its cost by 2. And then we'll take a look at this one. All players gain a regret. Bummer. Which means we get 2. Deep regret. Murdered my only friend for money. Which is sad because I don't have any friends. Let's see. Trivial, set in oil in my nice trousers. Done that before. Alright, so we can't get that. We're going to spin that to get a message in the bottle. Ooh. And go ahead and spin that to throw away 2 regrets. Nice. So the work week is over. So we'll do some cataloging and come in and count our regrets. Oh wait, that's easy. We don't have any. So we will not have to jettison fish, so everything will be brought to port. So we'll get to count up all of our money. So let's see what that's going to be like. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. Well, 50 is not going to get us that orange tackle die. But it will definitely let us look at some other options. Alright, for my 50 money, we're going with a solid brass reel for 20. Once per day, may reroll any number of your fresh dice. Then cask ale for 15. It's going to let us get rid of 2 regrets. Then black tea lets us get rid of 1 regret. Then a bag of maggots. Reduce a fish difficulty by 2. So with that, I will catalog these and get set up for week 4. All right, set up for week 4. So going straight for the coffee on Monday. I've got 3 1s, a 0, and a 3. We're going to spend the 0 to move on down. And we'll go ahead and start exploring. We'll take a look over here. So we've got our lucky pull once per day. Oh yes. Reroll any number of your fresh dice. Okay. Slightly better. Still doing the same thing. Moving on down. And we're going to take a look here. Frilled shark, middling and fair. If we catch it, we discard 1 small fish. So nice we catch that first. So many teeth, and they grow in rows. So with our lucky pole, this is free. And we have no small fish to get rid of. All right, next fish. We'll keep on going in that same spot. A bubo, middling and foul. All players, we're going to get a regret. And we pushed a shipmate overboard. It's not the first time. Is the host in control or the passengers? Good question. So that's going to cost us 3. And we'll keep on going in the same spot. Found a siren, middling and foul. Players at sea may choose to get a regret and move their boat to depth 2. Well, we're already there, so we're going to choose not to, even though the music is so beautiful. All right, so we'll spend 3 for that, because the money is good. And with 1 left, we'll see what's in the center up here. A Fugo only costs us 2 this turn. You know what? We're going to use our bag of maggots to get it. Figure 1 card to get 3 money is not that bad. And then we still have the 1 to work with. Found a small and foul Geist that we have caught before, so I'm not going to catch it again. We'll just spin the 1 to get a tire. Reduce shop cost by $1. All right, so that was day 1. Not too many regrets. The Geist floats away. Get her coffee. Three, 3, 2, and a 1. I mean, the 1's not terrible on that one. So we're not going to use our solid brass reel. So we'll see what this big shadow is. It's a store worm, large and foul. Catch it, discard an item. All other players. We're never going to use that chum bucket. So it's going to cost us 2 less, so we'll spend 3. And we're going to get rid of our bucket of chum. Then continuing on, a monkfish, middling and fair. Some say they taste like lobster. I wouldn't know. But we'll spend 3 for that. And then we'll go, actually, we're going to spend 1 die of 3. Then we've got a mollusk, reveal all fish in this column. A gulp or eel must be caught with exactly 2 dice. Its mouth entirely unhinges in order to swallow things much larger than itself. I think if they're revealed, we can go ahead and catch them if we want. And a sockeye salmon. So we've got a total of 6 to get things with. So we're going to spend 4 for that. So it was caught with 2 dice. And we'll spin that for the sockeye salmon. Not bad. Moving on to Wednesday, hump day already. This guy floats away. Bring in our favorite coffee mug. All right, 3 and a bunch of 1s and a 0. We're using our solid brass reel. Got a little bit better. All right, going over here. Great white shark. All players discard 1 small fish. Middling, 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 large, small. Middling, middling, middling. Fugo, well, I don't think we have an option. Yep, that's our only option. So long, little Fugo. Hello, Great White. So that's going to cost us 4. And we'll keep on going down this path. Finding some halibut, middling and fair. Their name means holy fish, but I feel no safer in their presence. Oh yeah. What was this guy? Top of the marine food chain, or so we thought. Oh wait, he costs 2 less. Need to remember that. So there, we used our lucky pole. Now this thing costs 2. And we'll see what this shadow is. Bluefin tuna. We catch it. All players lose a regret. I think we'll do that. So we pulled our shipmate from the water. And then with the 3 left, we've got a porcupine fish. We can catch it for 2, but only on this turn. Sounds good to me. So pretty good hump day. Moving on to Thursday. Breaking out the coffee mug. And re-rolling these 2 with our reel. And then we're going here. A selkie, large and foul. If we catch it, we flip a coin, which we ignore in solo mode. So it's just going to cost us 3 with our lucky pole. There we go. And we'll keep on going here. An iron coffin. Display face up in front of you. At any time you may offer up to 2 of your regret cards to another player. For some reason I feel like that shouldn't be in here. We're going to choose not to take that. We'll spend 1 to get a crab. Reduce a fish difficulty by 2. And we'll move to this stack of cards. A Whispering Skull. Display face up in front of you. Once per turn, you may peek at a fish of your choice. Listen, tell me you hear it too. So we'll spend 2 for that. And we get 2 regrets for getting it. We ignored that distress call. Forget where I hid my bearer bonds. So once per turn we can peek at a fish of our choice. Unless we don't like what we see, we'll consider it a peek. If you don't catch it, shuffle into the shoal. We're fine with seeing that, so that's going to cost us 2. The Northern Stargazer. And we have 1 less. So we're peeking. Reroll 1 of your fresh dice. We're fine with revealing. Okay, then we'll spend it to get our fried egg jellyfish. Looks yummy. All right, moving on to Friday. The iron coffin floats away. All right, 3, 3 and a 2, and we'll use our solid brass reel to re-roll the 0 and 1, and we get a 0 and a 2. I'm good with seeing what this big shadow is. A grief lurker. Give this to the player with the most regret cards. If tied, well, that's us. We'll take it. Everyone grieves differently. It doesn't care. Then we will peek at this one. Brittle lung. Have we found that one before? We haven't found it before. So when we find it, we get a regret. Got embarrassingly seasick. Wasn't too embarrassing. Must use 3 dice to catch it. I got a 0, a 2. Oh yeah. That was our first fish. Okay, so the real pole didn't do anything. So 0, 2, and a 3 are 3 dice to catch the brittle lung. Then we'll go looking here, well, peeking. Flip your can of worms. It's rot fish. Interesting. We will catch it and flip over our can of worms. And then a green moray must be caught with exactly 1 die. Well, consider it done. So the week is over. For regrets, well, before that, we have black tea to get rid of 1 regret and cascale to get rid of 2. So we get rid of all 3 regrets. These cards are basically 3 money for buying stuff, which means that counts as 10 points. That thing didn't get us any. Here's another 10, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 78. So close to getting the orange tackle die. So I'll go ahead and put these on the list. Take a look at that, and that's going to end this video. All right, came back spinning exactly 78, getting us the diving bell, so we can move our boat down 1 depth. Got jar of leeches, reducing a fish difficulty by 4. Picked up the rod of the manchineal foul fish, costs 1 less to catch, so if I play again, definitely be down here where the ratio is 3 to 1. And after 4 weeks of fishing, that's what our chart looks like. So just got 1 fish there, saw him but never brought him back. And the middling and large. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.